Hi students, in the last class we discussed about the preparation of the potassium permanganate. In this class we can study about the properties. The potassium permanganate KMNO4 potassium permanganate, it is a purple dark purple crystal. It is a dark purple crystal and is not very soluble in water and is not very soluble in water. Generally it is highly insoluble. It is not very soluble in water. When heated, when heated, it get decomposes. How that decomposition takes place means, that is KMNO4, decomposition of permanganate is given by KMNO4 upon heating. KMNO4 on heating, it decomposes to K2MnO4, potassium manganate, MnO2, liberating oxygen gas. This is the decomposition by using 2KMnO4, K2MnO4, MnO2 and O2 get balanced. This is the decomposition. Then this acidified potassium permanganate, acidified KMnO4 behaves as a strong oxidizing agent. It can behave as a strong oxidizing agent. That is, why it behaves as an oxidizing agent means KMnO4 in the presence of sulfuric acid donates the oxygen. It gets reduced to K2SO4, MnSO4 in the acid medium. That Mn here oxidation state is +7 changes into +2. It reduces to MnSO4, H2O, liberating oxygen, nascent oxygen. Hence KMnO4 behaves as an oxidizing agent. That is 2KMnO4, 3H2SO4, 2MnSO4, 3H2O. Reaction get balance. Here KMnO4 in acid medium donates the nascent oxygen, hence it behaves as an oxidizing agent. Or it can accept the electron, that is ionic reaction. MnO4 minus in the presence of an acid, it accepts the electron because here Mn +7 changes into Mn2 plus. It reduces to Mn2 plus. That means oxidation state here is +2. +7 to +2 means it accepts 5 electrons. The substances which accepts electron are called as an oxidizing agent. Here MnO4, 1 mole of MnO4 minus reduced to Mn2 plus accepts the 5 moles of the electrons. Hence it can act as an oxidizing agent. Very most important. To balance this reaction, use 8H plus, consider 4H2O. Totally 1 mole of Mn permanganate and requires 5 moles of the electrons. Hence this can behave as an oxidizing agent. Then among the properties, examples, oxidizing properties, examples. First one is in the acid medium. Only. Here we are using acid medium. In the acid medium, it oxidizes iodide ion into iodine. It oxidizes iodide ion into iodine. For that one, you have to write the reaction. That is MnO4 minus permanganate ion plus I minus ion plus H plus. These are all important for the competitive examination also. You have to practice this reaction. Then I minus converted into I2, Mn2 plus, permanganate ion reduced to Mn2 plus, liberating water. Generally here +7 to +2 means it requires 5 electron. 1 I minus to I2 minus 1 into 0 means it can donate the 1 electron. Hence it requires 5 electrons, that requires an 5 electrons. To balance that one, you consider 10I minus 2MnO4 minus. If you use 5IY minus, 1I minus donates 1 electron, but to balance that I minus iodine, you have to consider 10I minus, because here 5 means odd number, here I2 means even number, hence we are using 10I minus. But for 1 mole it requires only 5 electron, but for 2 moles then it requires 10 electrons. Based on that one, we are using 2MnO4 minus. This is very most important one. 16H plus, 16H plus, I2 plus Mn2 plus 4H2O, 4H2O, not 4H2O, that is of 8H2O. 4 2s are 8, 8H2O, 8H2O. This is the first example. Very most important, balancing is very most. Then second one is it oxidizes sulfide ion, S2 minus, sulfide ion into sulfur, sulfide ion into sulfur. Then for that one reaction is MnO4 minus plus S2 minus in acid medium H plus converted into sulfur plus Mn2 plus H2O. Again here minus 2 to 0 means 2 electron, but we require 5 electrons only, hence 5s2 minus donates 10 electrons, hence you consider 2MnO4 minus, 2MnO4 minus 5s2 minus, and again 16H plus, here 5 sulfur, 2 Mn2 plus 8 H2O. Most important one. Without balancing you will not get the answer marks, or even you cannot solve the competitive question. Similarly, it oxidizes ferrous ion into ferric ion, ferrous to ferric ion. It oxidizes ferrous ion into ferric ion. That is reaction is Fe2 plus MnO4 minus H plus, ferrous into ferric, Fe3 plus Mn2 plus H2O. 1 ferrous to ferric means 1 electron, no? That means we require 5 electrons, hence 5 Fe2 plus, 5 Fe3 plus, 8 H plus, and here 4 H2O. Then similarly, it oxidizes oxalate ion. Oxalate ion means C2O4 2 minus. Oxalate ion into carbon dioxide, oxalate ion into carbon dioxide, very most important one. That is oxalate formula C2O4 2 minus, MnO4 minus H plus, forms CO2 plus Mn2 plus H2O. Here carbon oxidation state, in the C2O4 2 minus, carbon means 6 plus 3 to plus 4 means 1 electron. Per atom 1 electron, per atom 1 electron. No? For 2 atoms 2 electron. 1 oxalate donates 2 electron. But we require only 5 electron. Hence here you consider 5 oxalate ion. 5 oxalate means 10 electrons are donated. Then it requires 2 moles. 2 moles of the permanganate, 16H plus, 10 CO2, 8 H2O. I think all the students will following this, how to balance these reactions, will be the most important one. Then similarly, other example is it oxidizes sulfite ion. Sulfite ion formula is SO3 2 minus. Sulfite ion, permanganate ion, H plus, sulfite ion into sulfate, SO4 2 minus, sulfite ion into sulfate, Mn2 plus and H2O. Then sulfite means oxidation state here is plus 4 and 8 to 6 here 6 means 1 sulfite donates 2 electrons, but we require only 5. Hence again you consider 5 sulfate ion. 5 sulfite ion, then 2 moles of the permanganate ion, then is of 6H plus, then 5SO4 2 minus, 2Mn 2 plus, 3H2O. This is the sulfite ion into sulfate. Similarly, nitrite ion, NO2 minus, nitrite ion, MnO4 minus, H plus. Nitrite ion into nitrate ion, Mn2 plus H2O. Nitrite means NO2 means plus 3 to plus minus 6 plus 1 means plus 5. Again 1 mole donates 2 electrons. Hence totally 5 electrons required. Hence you take NO2 minus nitrogen oxidation state plus 3. Then nitrate ion NO2 minus into NO3 minus plus 3 to plus 5. Plus 3 to plus 5 means the 2 electrons are donating. Hence to balance this reaction just use 6H plus, not 6H plus, same 5NO3 minus 2Mn2 plus 6H plus, then 5NO3 minus 2Mn2 plus and 3H2O. This is about the oxidizing properties of the potassium permanganate in acid medium only. Similarly, in a neutral medium, it can behave as an oxidizing agent. Similarly, in a neutral medium, or in a slightly alkaline medium, also behaves as an oxidizing agent. These are also most important one. It oxidizes iodide ion into iodate. In acid medium, iodide ion into iodine. But in a neutral or alkaline medium, iodide ion into iodate. That is MnO4 minus iodide ion. Then it gets converted into MnO2. In the acid medium, Mn2 plus. In neutral medium, MnO2 and IO3 minus. By using posterior balancing redox equations in alkaline medium, you have to balance that one by taking OH minus on the right hand side only. How to balance means you can follow that posterior redox chapter in the alkaline or basic medium. Then here 2MnO4 minus, I minus plus H2O. In regular class I will discuss how to balance this one. Just you follow in the posterior balancing chapter. 2MnO2, IO3 minus, 2HOH minus. This is the first one, very most important one. Second one is it oxidizes thiosulfate ion. Thiosulfate ion means S2O3. MnO4 minus, S2O3 2 minus. This is thiosulfate ion. Thiosulfate ion to sulfate ion. Again here also water is required. Then thiosulfate ion into sulfate, SO4 2 minus. Then MnO2 and OH minus. To balance this one, 8 MnO4 minus, 3 SO3 2 minus, 6 SO4 2 minus, 8 MnO2 and 2 OH minus. Then one more, Mn2 salts, Mn2 plus, Mn2 salts into MnO2, Mn2 plus salts into MnO2, MnO4 minus. Then again here it requires water, MnO2 plus salts into MnO2 only. This one also reduced to MnO2, liberating H plus. To balance this one, 3 Mn2 plus, 2 MnO4 minus, 2 H2O, 5 MnO2 and 4 H plus. This is about the oxidizing property. Then permanganate titrations for 1 mark, very most important one. Permanganate titrations. In the volumetric analysis, we are using permanganate titration. That permanganate titrations, they are in the presence of HCl, in the presence of the HCl, are unsatisfactory. We are not using HCl during permanganate titrations, but we are using H2SO4. H2SO4 is used, but not HCl. Very most important reason why permanganate titrations in the presence of HCl is unsatisfactory means this permanganate is an oxidizing agent. That oxidize, HCl is oxidized to chlorine. HCl is oxidized to chlorine. That potassium permanganate is an oxidizing agent. It oxidizes HCl into chlorine. Hence, permanganate titrations are unsatisfactory in an HCl, in the presence of an HCl. Then you can write that structures of potassium permanganate ion and manganate ion. Structure of permanganate ion and manganate ion both have the tetrahedral structure. This is Mn, O minus, double bond O, double bond O, O minus. This is an manganate ion. Manganate ion. It has a tetrahedral structure. Then permanganate ion, Mn, double bond O, double bond O, double bond O, O minus. This is the permanganate ion. Permanganate and both manganate and permanganate ion both have the tetrahedral structure. Both have the tetrahedral structure. These among these one, this manganate ion is paramagnetic. It is paramagnetic in nature. It is paramagnetic, while permanganate ion is diamagnetic. It is diamagnetic. It is diamagnetic in nature. Then this pi bond, how this pi bond formed? Pi bond is formed by the overlap of p orbital of the oxygen, p orbital of the oxygen and d orbital of the manganese. This pi bond, how this pi bond formed means by the p orbital overlapping of p orbital of the oxygen and d orbital of an manganese. This pi bond formation takes place. Manganate ion is paramagnetic, while permanganate ion is diamagnetic, and both have a tetrahedral structure. This is about an preparation and properties of the potassium permanganate.